Welcome back to my channel, back to my videos. Thank you for tuning in. And I don't have a whole lot of energy today. Sorry, can't even talk. But I'm trying to be consistent with these videos. So either way, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how we compare ourselves to people. So when we compare ourselves, comparing yourself to other people, and it's a total trap. It's a total mental trap. And one thing that I kind of wanted to share with you and just talk about is it's so easy to meet people or go to school with people or work with people and start comparing yourself to them, because maybe y'all are around the same age, maybe y'all have the same position, or maybe y'all are in the same job or whatever. And it's so easy to get to that place where you're starting to compare yourself to them. And the reason why I say it's a trap is because it's a mental cycle that you can get stuck in. For one, comparing yourself to somebody's life that you think is a certain way, their life may not even be like that. You can really be comparing yourself with something that you will never be able to compete with, or on the other hand, that person may be looking at you. That person could be looking at you and wanting what you have, or wanting, your personality or your background or whatever. And all the while, it's just a mental place. It's a mental trap, because you could be thinking one thing, that person could be thinking another thing. And at the end of the day, your story is your story, and your journey is your journey, and theirs is theirs. For example, I love to travel the world. I've been to 20 countries, and I love it. Like, I love traveling. Traveling the world is not free. Traveling the world takes time. And I knew somebody who, back when I had a Facebook the first time, I knew somebody who, it seemed like every time I turned around, this girl was like posting different pictures from different countries she's been to and different places she's been to. And we were young, and I was just like, dang, how's she getting all this money? Like, how can she travel the world like that? Like, I want to do that. So I found myself, be honest, I found myself being a little jealous. And I was like, dang, like, how can she do that? Like, how is she affording all these plane tickets and everything like that? And come to find out, when I got to know her more, her dad was a pilot. So there's no way in the world I'll ever be able to compete with that. So her dad was a pilot, and she gets to go everywhere in the world for free. And here I was looking at the grass and like, oh my God, the grass is green over here. She is doing all these things and doing all the things that I want to do. I want to travel the world, nonstop. And it just was a revelation for me to be like, you cannot compare yourself to other people. Your journey is your journey. I've been all over the world, and I'm paying for all this cash. Like, this is, I don't have a daddy pilot. I can't compare myself to this girl. I would never be able to compete with this girl. So my point of saying that is that, hey, you can be comparing yourself to somebody that you will never be on their level. It's just, it ain't gonna happen. Like, some people were just blessed in certain areas. They have favor in certain areas that you would never be able to touch. Just get over it, But you have your own life. You have your own gifts. You have your own things that people, low-key, they may say something about you or they may not say something about you, but people could be looking up to you. And people are looking up to you. Like, they may not always tell you. They may be, too embarrassed or a hater or whatever, but a lot of people are looking up to you more than you actually think, more than you actually know, So comparing yourself is only a trap. For one, it's a false representation of something that's not real. Like, it's, their life is not real. You can be looking at them wanting what they have, wanting what they, their situation, but you don't know, what it took for them to get there, Some people earn stuff fair and square. Some people are, they're blessed and they have favor because of the experiences they went through to get to that. But you don't know all that backstory. All you see is their life, and you're like, oh, I want that life. You know, do you want all the stuff that came with it? You know, or on the other side, some people are just blessed, they just have favor in different areas, and you will never be able to compete. Like me and this girl with, you know, the daddy pilot. Like, there's no way I can compete with that. You know what I'm saying? She can go everywhere for free. So my point is, don't fall for the trap of comparison. It really is a real trap out here. Don't compare yourself. You have gifts, you have talents, you are special. Like, God made you the way he made you with the abilities that you have, not so you can try to steal or copy off somebody else's abilities and what they have. Just be yourself. I know it sounds cliche, but really, just be yourself. I'm low-key, I do my own thing. If I find myself being jealous of somebody, I have to go in prayer right away. I don't like feeling like jealous of people. And I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't happen often, but it has happened. And I really do have to pray about that situation, because I don't want to sit here being jealous or coveting something that somebody has. And God will, he'll work through that with you. He really will. So, you know, that's pretty much my lesson, or not lesson, but that's pretty much my word for today is don't fall for the trap of comparison. It's not worth it. For one, the grass is not always greener. For two, you don't know the favor that that person may have on their life. You can't compete with favor. I don't care how hard you try. And C, the person may have been through a lot of things. You know, the scripture says too much is given, much is required. Are you willing to go through all the things they went to get through that? And on the other side, it could be some people who did some strange things to get to the things that they have. So, you know, you just can't compare yourself. Just be yourself. As corny as it sounds, just be yourself. Do and walk in the way that God would have you walk. Follow his will for your life. And you're going to have people following you just by being yourself. So, that's my word for today. And I hope it did something for you. Have a good one.